Welcome to BioVitaLab, where science meets longevity. Here we explore the real biology behind human performance, health, and the habits that claim to change your life. Today we're diving into one of the most overhyped and misunderstood trends in modern health. Cold showers. You've heard it everywhere. Cold showers boost your dopamine. Cold showers increase testosterone. Cold showers build discipline, mental toughness, even happiness. But what if most of that isn't true? What if cold exposure isn't the magic bullet you think it is, but rather a biological stress signal that can help or harm you depending on how and when you use it? Because the truth is, cold showers aren't a shortcut to transformation. They're a tool. And like any tool, it's about how you use it. So, where did the cold shower hype begin? It's not new. The ancient Greeks and Romans practiced cold bathing, but the modern obsession started when scientists began studying Wim Hof, the Iceman, and when influencers like Andrew Huberman discussed the dopamine spike linked to cold exposure. According to studies, cold exposure can increase dopamine by up to 250%, lasting for hours, leading to sharper focus, more energy, and an almost euphoric sense of clarity. And that's true, but it's only half the story. Because while that dopamine rush feels amazing, it's also your body's stress system going into high alert. When you step into cold water, your nervous system fires an alarm. Your sympathetic system, the fight or flight response, spikes. Your breathing accelerates. Blood rushes to your core to protect your vital organs. In that moment, your body isn't thinking about dopamine or discipline. It's thinking about survival. That surge of energy, the alertness, the feeling of invincibility, that's adrenaline. It's the same chemical released when you face danger. And while short bursts of stress can build resilience, prolonged or mistimed stress can do the exact opposite. Drain your system, suppress recovery, and increase inflammation. You've probably seen claims that cold showers boost testosterone, but in reality, multiple studies show no significant increase in testosterone from cold exposure. The same goes for immune boosting. There's some evidence that cold exposure may increase white blood cell activity slightly, but the effect is mild and temporary. What cold showers do well is increase alertness and elevate mood, mainly through that dopamine spike and adrenaline surge. So yes, they can make you feel great, but no, they're not a magic hormone hack. Let's be fair. Cold exposure does have real benefits. Cold showers can improve circulation, strengthen mental focus, and even speed up muscle recovery when used correctly after exercise. It's also a way to train your nervous system to stay calm under stress, what scientists call stress adaptation. By intentionally entering a stressful environment and staying calm, you teach your body and mind that not all stress is dangerous. That's powerful. But here's the problem. Most people do it wrong. Taking cold showers every single morning, especially immediately after training or before bed, can actually reduce muscle growth, blunt recovery, and increase cortisol when your body needs rest. One study found that post-workout cold exposure reduced strength and hypertrophy gains by limiting inflammation. And ironically, some inflammation is necessary to build new muscle tissue. Another problem, if you already live in a state of high stress, too little sleep, too much caffeine, constant tension, cold exposure just adds more stress to the pile. And that's when it stops being a biohack and starts becoming bio-backfire. So when should you take a cold shower? Think of it as a reset button, not a ritual. Use it in the morning to wake up, sharpen focus, or overcome fatigue. Use it occasionally after intense heat exposure or sauna use. Or use it when you feel mentally sluggish to give your brain and nervous system a brief, controlled jolt. But avoid it right after strength training. And never use it as a replacement for sleep, nutrition, or recovery. Cold is a tool for stimulation, not for restoration. If you're enjoying this breakdown of the real science behind popular health habits, subscribe to BioVitaLab and join a community that's cutting through the hype to uncover what truly drives longevity. Because the truth isn't in the trends, it's in the biology. Here's the key takeaway. Cold exposure works best when it's occasional, intentional, and balanced. Your body thrives on contrast, not extremes. Cold showers are one way to trigger growth, but warmth, recovery, and stillness are equally essential. Longevity isn't built through punishment. It's built through balance, through knowing when to push and when to pause. Cold exposure can sharpen your mind, but rest, sunlight, and deep sleep sustain it. Maybe that's the real lesson. The power of cold showers isn't in the water itself. It's in the moment you decide to face discomfort on purpose. It's about the choice to meet stress, to breathe through it, and to stay calm when your body tells you to run. That's the essence of resilience. Not hacking your biology, but mastering your response to life. At BioVitaLab, we believe longevity isn't about chasing extremes. It's about understanding balance. Cold, heat, rest, motion, every one of them is a signal. And when you learn to listen to those signals, you start to unlock your biology's full potential. So take the cold shower, but take it for the right reason. Not to prove you're tough, but to remind yourself you're alive.